Vance was never able to use his gun in any crimes, but that does not mean it will go neglected forever. We can find it 300 years later and use it for ourselves. So I ask, can you beat Fallout New Vegas with only Vance's 9mm submachine gun? The special stats this time are weird. 3 strength because that's the gun's requirement, 6 perception, 5 endurance, and 8 charisma because oil needs speech very high, 5 intelligence, 7 agility, and 6 luck. For tag skills, I went with speech obviously, guns, and lockpick. I would have gone for trigger discipline because apparently it has no downside for automatic weapons, but I need to take skilled and good-natured for extra speech. Now where is Vance's 9mm submachine gun? Primslim will tell you if you have a science skill of 50, but we can just go straight there. In the north of Vegas, there is a building called Wynn's Hideout, where a couple are impersonating Vicky and Vance. They plan on robbing the casino with Vance's gun. With a speech skill of 55, you can convince them it's a bad idea, and they'll give you the gun. Our speech is 45, and with the Meeting People magazine, we get it up to 55. I forgot that the vault suit Doc Mitchell gives you raises speech by 3, so I could have put charisma at 1 point lower, but I'm not restarting. Back at Goodsprings, I shoot the bottles with Sunny, and it's obvious that the gun's main problem is the same as the light machine guns. The gun is inaccurate, so a lot of ammo gets wasted. I agree to kill the geckos with Sunny, but first go to Chet's to buy the 9mm ammunition he has in stock. Leaving Chet's store, the townsfolk shot at an NCR ranger that was added by a mod, and then at me. The problem was the Wild Animals of Survival mod. It would spawn in a wolf that will flee, but is marked as being in combat for some reason. This makes the NCR ranger shoot it, and I guess the wolf is tagged to the Goodsprings faction for some reason, so they join in to defend the wolf. It also gets them mad at me, and I don't quite know why. But after I turned off the mod, it went back to normal. It's a shame because it's a cool mod that adds in a variety of animals around the Mojave. There are alternatives to the mod, but not all the animals are covered, and they can be a pain to install. Anyway, after that, I joined back up with Sunny and took out the geckos. When I got back to Goodsprings, I killed Joe Cobb, fixed Trudy's radio, and agreed to help Ringo fight the powder gangers. I got the armor from Chet, enlisted Trudy's assistance, and picked up supplies from Doc Mitchell. After killing the gangers, I took the road to Primm, killing more on the way. Once there, I saved a deputy and decided I would put Myers in charge of the town. I went to the NCRCF and fought off all the powder gangers in the front room. I agreed to get Myers a pardon and attempted to go into the prison to kill more of the powder gangers. I got close to wiping out all the ones in the courtyard, but I got too low on ammo and had to bravely run away. Now I must venture to the Mojave outpost to get Myers' pardon. I used a lot of ammo killing ants. I got to the outpost and accepted Ghost and Jackson's requests, and drained Lacey of the small amount of 9mm she had. I also persuaded Knight to pardon Myers. After more ant killing, I returned to Primm and finished my kind of town. This opens up Johnson Nash as a vendor that we can get a bit more 9mm from. I've also been buying 357 to break down into 9mm. Now I head to Nipton where I kill Oliver Swanwick for the first time in a while and talk to Vulpus. I report back to the NCR what happened, and take the road to Novak. I fight some Vipers on the way, but run low on ammo so I have to run away. I pick up some more ammo from Cliff and the Wandering Traders, and go into Manny's room to look at his computer. Now we can head for Boulder City. I make it to the 188 where I can buy a pretty good amount of ammo from the gunrunners. I convince the cons to release the hostages, and then go to find a couple of dead couriers. At the dry lake while killing ants, the NCR radio guy and Victor stopped me one right after another. Then Victor helped me clear out the ants. After he ran away, I saw a tiny gecko somehow kill a fire ant, and then I saw Victor fighting some cazadors. I killed some cazadors myself, and then Malcolm Holmes showed up and I gave him what he deserved. I then went to the strip and remembered to get Swank to allow me to carry my weapons. Then I went to the presidential suite with Benny and gunned him down. This time I'm going to be doing a Yes Man playthrough, so I talk to him and then head to the Lucky 38. After watching Mr. House's demonstration, I disable his cerebral interface, but leave him alive. Now I have to meet the factions of Vegas. I go to the Omertas first and ignore them. Then I go to the White Gloves. I talk to Heck and pickpocket keys off of Mortimer to get into the kitchen. I save Ted and take him back to his dad to finish the quest. Next is the Brotherhood. I kill the ranger for them, and now have to collect the 3 holotapes. I started to go to Black Mountain, but there were some Brotherhood scouts that were aggressive and killed me for some reason. They were added by an Encounters of the Mojave mod, so I disabled it. That mod series is a cool idea, but it seems to have a lot of bugs. I killed some centaurs and picked up the first holotape and went to the Repcon headquarters. I speed ran through the place and went to the boomers next. After avoiding the bombardment, I talked to Pearl and then left. I'll be ignoring them too. I picked up the third holotape and went back to the bunker. Next we have to talk to the 3 scouts posted around the Mojave, which isn't difficult but is boring. The last part of the quest is to go to the 3 vaults and get the components for the ventilation system. The first vault I go to is Vault 11. I kill the critters inside and pick up the part pretty easily. While I'm in here, I'll talk about a little lore about Vance's 9mm SMG. The gun is based on the M3 Grease gun, a weapon developed during World War II to replace the expensive Thompson submachine gun. However, Vicky and Vance's crime spree is said to have taken place in 1932. The point of divergence from Fallout's universe and our own is often pointing to being after World War II, but this difference shows that the point of divergence must be earlier than that. Either that, or it's just an oversight. Now, the next place we're going is Vault 3, so I have to go through Fiend territory. I had some trouble with the Fiends outside the vault, but I used speech to get inside and walked to Motor Runner's room peacefully. Now, after avoiding some mines and killing some Kazis, I get to the last vault where I fix the elevator, grab the key card, and head back to the Elder, finishing the quest. I asked to join the Brotherhood, and I have to go to the top of Black Mountain to do something with a satellite dish. I tried to take on the super mutants, but their DT resists my 9mm rounds, and I don't have nearly enough ammo to get through them, so I left and went to the cons. I showed Papa Carl's journal, and they all killed him, then Regis got stuck in the table. After that, the Great Khan's armory was unlocked. While walking there, I saw a super mutant going into the canyon for some reason. The armory had over 1,000 rounds of 9mm for sale, so that's nice. I still burned through it pretty fast. I decided to help Jack and Diane next, so I head to Cottonwood Cove to save Anders. After that, I deliver some packages, including to the Fiends. I don't have to wear the Khan outfit because I already got access to Vault 3 earlier. To finish the quest, I need to teach Jack Kim recipes, but I don't have the science, so I don't finish it. I started to head towards Melissa through the Cazador zone north of Goodsprings, and I stopped by the dead tribal courier. Reading the script, I just realized that I forgot to get the last courier by the aliens, but whatever, it doesn't matter. The death close by the quarry proved to be too much for my SMG, so I decided to abandon the Great Conquest too. The super mutants at Black Mountain were still hard to fight, so I'm just not going to join the Brotherhood either. I went back to Yes Man and told him I don't care about the president, and then used a stealth boy to plant the override chip. Outside the substation, I saw a scorpion that was invisible for some reason. Killing it got me to level 14, so I got the jury-rigging perk. Now I started Hoover Dam. I forgot to power up the fort, so I had to blow up the dam. I didn't have any more stealth boys, so the NCR became hostile, and they kept destroying me. At one point, my gun just stopped working for some reason, and I had to reload a save for it to shoot again. I kept dying, so I decided to reload a save from before I put the chip at the El Dorado substation, so I could upgrade the fort. This time when I leveled up to 14, I put all my points into science, which got me to 40, which is just enough to get the power armor training perk. I planted the chip again, and started the Battle of Hoover Dam for real this time. The Securitrons kept blowing me up, so I'd stay in little hidey holes until they took care of the Legionnaires. I tried to take on the Legate and all his guards, but I kept getting sniped and it was annoying me. So I used a meeting people to convince the Legate to fight me one-on-one. He knocked me over somehow without even swinging at me. With the help of Turbo, I took him down. I completely forgot to put on my power armor for that fight too, and it wouldn't help me much against Oliver. I waited to heal up and found out that you can actually save while Oliver is walking up. That saves a bit of time. I put Turbo and Stimpaks on hotkeys and tried to take down the Rangers, but couldn't do it even with Stimpack spamming. I didn't know what to do, but then I realized, just use Turbo and run away. So that's what I did. I waited for the Securitrons to defeat the Rangers, and I beat Fallout New Vegas with only Vance's 9mm submachine gun. Would I recommend this challenge? It was actually pretty fun. If you like using SMGs, sure, try it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I also have a playlist on screen with all my New Vegas challenges, so check that out too.